Otrok za otroke na
Timmy, kids TV.
Welcome back, kids! Today, Tim is visiting Neotropica. Let's explore together.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. So today we are at Neotropica in Postojna, where they have a massive selection of reptiles and sea creatures. So without further ado, let's go. And may I also add, our tour guide today will be Oksana. So let's go. Come on, hurry up guys, let's go. Here is Neotropica. In order to enter, we're going to use this white key card. So we're going to put it here. So like the door opens. That's Oksana, our tour guide. So come on, let's go in here. Today I went to Neotropica. It is basically an exhibition with reptiles and sea creatures. It is really cool. You definitely have to check it out for yourself because we didn't show everything in today's video because some things have to be a surprise. And yeah, we were led by Oksana. She was our tour guide, so the camera will be swapping to her in just a second.
Hi! So these guys came to Neotropica. We are a place that represents the tropical rainforest, specifically the South America and the coral reefs, because these are the places on Earth that are the most endangered. Now, when these guys came in, I was just trying to feed the mata-mata turtle, which is the first thing we actually saw, and he also tried feeding it, which I think is a pretty cool experience for the kids. The mata-mata turtle is really interesting because it has a really long neck and a really cool snout with which it breathes, meaning it never needs to leave the water. It can always stay underwater. It just extends its neck and it breathes. It usually waits completely still or moving very slightly for fish to swim by, and then it bites really fast, which is what he also experienced. And he also flinched a little bit because sometimes he can scare people a little bit.
So the feeling by feeding the mata-mata is really interesting because although it looks like a turtle which won't really strike that fast like the other turtle that was a little later on, it strikes super fast and super hard. And the main reason you flinch isn't because you're scared, well yeah, also because you're scared, you know, but because of the sheer speed and power, because it's like boom. So yeah, that's basically the feeling. So next up was the stingray. So we didn't feed the stingray right away. First we fed the turtle, which was really fun. It's like tiny, and we also had to feed it a smaller piece, which we also mentioned in the video. It is because basically other fish could literally steal the food out of his mouth if it would be bigger. And then we actually got the stingray to come up, and we even got on camera how he eats his food, and that was super cool. Like, he's got his little mouth, and then he just eats it, and that fish just yum. So stingray, the feeling was pretty interesting, especially like how I fed it because it was on that glass. I couldn't really move over to it. But otherwise, if you're looking at it, how it's eating, it looks super cool. So you also probably saw that in the video. So yeah, now we'll be swapping to Oksana in just a second.
Well, I mean, he told the most interesting parts, but I think what's really important for people to know, because they know stingrays usually from having poisonous spikes and that you can die from that if it hits you, especially near your heart. However, what I like to tell people is that these animals are extremely nice and really kind and gentle. However, they do get scared very easily. So usually when you step into a river, they will move away, they will hide. But they hide in a way where they bury themselves in the sand, which is how most people will step on them in nature, and then they kind of flip their tail and they hit you. But they are really nice and really pretty and super gentle. One interesting thing about how you separate the female and the male, you can't really tell right away, but if they, like when he fed it, it swam up the glass, so you can see the lower part of it or the bottom part of it. The males have 4 extra fins. It kind of looks more like a butterfly, while the females only have 2, and that is how we separate them.
So next was the arapaima, and it was super cool feeding it because like splashes, and that's super cool.
It is one of the biggest freshwater fish in the world, or especially in the Amazon. People normally remember when they come to a tour is that fish usually breathe with their gills, right? Nobody knows that fish can actually also breathe with their mouth, or very few can, which is Arapaima is one of them. She actually needs to come up for air every 15 to 20 minutes. That is because she is an absolutely humongous fish, and there is not enough oxygen in the water for her to sustain herself, so she needs to go up every once in a while. Oh, and also, she's called a dinosaur fish because she hasn't really changed much for about 25 million years, which is also pretty cool because us humans have went through a lot of evolution in about 2 million years, so compared to her, we're nothing.
Next up was the aquariums. I really like them, and the new addition that they just got is the lionfish. And I really like the lionfish. It's one of my favorite species of fish. It's not exactly in the top one, but it's really, really cool. I like it because it's got all of those like spines, and fun fact, you don't want to get hit by one of those spines. Basically, those are like the long pointy thingies that are going out of it, sort of like fins. Its spines are at the end of its fins, so don't want to get stung by that. It is venomous, but not exactly enough to put you into the hospital, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that was one of my favorite experiences. Just one thing that I'm pretty sure we did not get to catch on camera is they also have moray eels in the same exhibit as the lionfish. That I'm really sad that we could not get that on camera because they were feeling a bit shy today, but otherwise we got everything we needed on camera.
I would just like to add on to Tim saying that they were a bit shy on camera, which important thing to note out is that when you come over here, these are still animals. They are somewhat wild animals, meaning that maybe not everyone gets the exact same experience. So sometimes we feed different animals instead of certain ones because sometimes they just don't want to eat or sometimes they don't feel up to it. And the health of our animals and the well-being of our animals is the most important thing to us here. So we do not make them do anything that they do not want to do. But we also have Nemo. We do not have Dory. Just so you know, if you come visit us for the coral reefs, the kids are usually very disappointed. But Dory gets really big and she eats corals. And because we have live corals, we kind of cannot afford to have a fish that would eat them.
The snake, probably my favorite part of the whole exhibit, basically of everything. I love snakes. They're my favorite species of reptile, just as I said in the video. I'm super calm with snakes, as long as they're not venomous, of course. I can be a bit shy with bigger constrictors, but this one, it's a smaller constrictor, so super easy to handle. I think that if you're going to visit, this is a must-do. And a fun fact, just don't run around it and scream and do everything. It can get super, super nervous and it will pee and poop all over you, which it's not a very pleasant experience. It hasn't yet happened to me, but I don't think it's pleasant.
It is absolutely not pleasant because it has happened to me, which mostly happens if people who are there are not calm and they run around. We do not make anyone who is not comfortable with touching a snake or holding a snake hold it. Although I will say a lot of people had made their first contact with a snake despite having a phobia here at our place. And it's a really, really nice experience to break the myth that snakes are ugly, disgusting, or dangerous, or slimy, which he also pointed out in the video. They're actually really nice, really clean, if they do not pee or poop on you. And they're really, really smart and really, really kind and gentle. And yeah, it's just a constrictor and it's not too big, so it definitely cannot choke you and it won't even try to. But our Maurizio, which is what his name is extremely inquisitive, so he does like to explore. Yeah. Oh, and he's also a rainbow boa, which I don't know if you said, yeah?
No, I didn't say. Yeah, he is a rainbow boa.
Why?
Because basically, we did not catch this on camera, I'm pretty sure. But it would be really cool if we did. Because basically, if the sun hits him just right, he doesn't have a brown pattern, but like a rainbow pattern. So I think that that's super, super cool about rainbow boas. Okay, so I think that every kid should visit this place. Because especially if you want to learn something new or try something new, this is one of the best places. You can handle a snake. Of course, if you're not comfortable, they will not force you, just as Oksana said before. So yeah, I think that every kid should come here. It's really, really cool, and there's even more to uncover than what we showed off because we didn't show off everything.
Yeah, so I also think everyone should come here. Kids with their parents, because sometimes the kids actually know a lot more than parents do already, and then they help me with the guided tours as well. But it's a really, really cool place. You do not expect it. You do not expect what you're going to see when you look at the building when you come outside. The location is pretty great. We're actually the first house if you come out of the highway to the left, and we also have a cafe where you can grab a coffee if you'd like. But we really try to be educational. The kids usually really love it. If nothing else, if the kids are really, really small, it's a lot of shapes and colors for them, which is usually very intriguing. And then if the kids are old enough and they behave well enough, we also let them, just like we did with him, we let them feed the animals, we let them touch the animals, just in general. But yeah, come over and see how much we love the animals and what we have. We have a lot more things, yeah, like he said. We're also going to have VR, kind of like diving with the coral reef.
Just one thing that I want to point out for the future, which I really hope comes true. They're also planning on making more of Slovenian rivers and stuff like that. So more Slovenian animals, Slovenian rivers, Slovenian ecosystems. So fingers crossed that happens. So that's all I have to add now. Be brave, stay wild. See ya!
Timmy, kids TV.